Hi all, welcome to race number 5 of the F1 My TeamCareer with our legend racing. In the background we have some obviously media stuff, but also some activities and also upgrades kicking in as well. So you're welcome to smash likes as always, folks. We massively appreciate it. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is a legend. All the links are down below for posts and channel, social media links, and then links to like Dynamic and Triumph if you want like foot cards or a gaming chair. All the links down below for discounts and all that as well. But media interviews, this one's just talking about career, and obviously if you like a long-term option. My question is really, it's like I would like to at least give him a season. Like you at least give the driver a season. The biggest problem is when it then becomes like a second season situation. Where do you go? Because obviously you want a good second driver with you, but if you've got one competitive driver and one not so competitive, it's like you've got to always look at ways of how to improve them. So like at the time, Korea was like the best option, one of the best options for us on our budget. Like we could have went obviously like a lower spend. I think it was like if we'd went like a Honda engine, we could have ended up getting like the Vries or Aitken or something like that. But is what it is. But for me, Korea, I feel if he can get into a Q2 situation, he might have a chance. Like Bahrain was brilliant from, he was unlucky in the end. I genuinely thought the way he was driving, I thought he took advantage of the strategy situation of like, and like he was in the points. There might have been a possibility that he could have ended up got a point in the end if the race had went the way it was, or like I could have been like the defensive situation, like or if it, say I could have been like say 9th and he could have been 10th, or I could have been like the other way about. I'd maybe do everything in my power to ensure that he maybe got the points. You would do that kind of situation, but regardless, I feel hopeful. Like I'm hopeful that we can get him some, at least a point on the board, at least make his time worthwhile, and hopefully by improving elements in the activities like his like acclaim, his experience, his racecraft, his pace, try and improve him accordingly. Now everyone morale wise is good. We are currently working up quite nicely on the upgrades. We've got to be wary as well with the equipment of the car, so like the wear and tear is going to take its effect shortly. Obviously sponsors were looking quite good. We'll have to start planning out a new sponsor as well. But for me, we'll get our teeth into Q1, see how that plays out for us. So like Zandvoort, obviously we've had good practice of with the Invitational Challenge with the Red Bull car, but it'll be interesting to see how it fares in a situation where it's our own car, different setup altogether, and going from there. It looks like we might have some rain that plays a factor in this race, for qualifying, even not the race, but if qualifying in the race does have rain, then we will be in an interesting situation. Does it mean we'll be, say, soft tyres for qualifying, with maybe the race obviously being on, say, like intermediates for example, and then maybe going to like a soft or a medium? But we'll see what happens obviously as like qualifying and when the race comes itself. But Zandvoort definitely seems a very quick circuit, giving me the feels of Austria, so that definitely will probably play into my advantage and my skill set. Like it's quite a nimble track. I've just got to be wary with, like, as you can see, like that first section there, I've just got to make sure that I can go through it quite fluid even, and then quite a lot of it, like the rights to lefts or left to rights, when you're trying to go through them quick, you just want to make sure that you're not going in like the off your racing line and like the grass or like the gravel, whatever it may be at that section. Just got to get your lines just kind of spot on. Obviously I'm having to rely on the guide, the driving line as a guide, because fundamentally I don't know the track well enough, even with practice or even naturally. I would genuinely struggle at times with, like, I'd probably cope without it. I'd eventually learn the track, well enough that I'd feel confident, but if I'm brutally honest, I don't feel I could really cut it, as it were. I'd probably find myself. I think what you would find as well, you'd sometimes have to rely on like another car in front of you situation. But at the moment we've got a good pace looking at it. I would hope we are up there, which we seem to be, which is quite interesting. We qualified in 11th. We did have a couple like errors. Correa was unlucky qualifying down in 19th, so a bit of work for him. But we have the rain. The rain was suspected to be a factor, and it is proving that way. So Q1 done in the dry on the softs, Q2 done in the intermediates. This is going to be fun and games. I always find the AI seems to struggle in the wet weather. I don't know what it is about them. Like, the AI just seems to struggle. I don't know if it's to do with grip or positioning or pace or whatever it may be. I just feel like they struggle. And obviously with no DRS, this will make it interesting, because it sometimes can test some cars. That might have just cost us. That might cost us. Could be wrong, but that looked a bit ominous in that situation. We might get lucky, but we'll see what happens. For me, if we can get to Q3, it becomes interesting. That is what. Oh no! I don't want this situation where you've got a car right in front of you. As long as we keep far enough back, I suppose. If they're not a factor, it helps. We're only going to try and do one lap anyway, so as long as it's a good lap. Coming round to the pit straight, let's see what we have for a time. What have we got? Really provisional pole. Interesting. So would have been pole from that, but in the end we qualified in I think it was 6th in the end. But we've got Q3, and hopefully we can get ourselves a good drive yet again. Like, we're definitely looking at trying to set a strong time. I feel the way this track suits us and the way we're driving, this is the type of track where we want a good result. Like, I feel things could click at last, like where suddenly serious points could be considered. Like, and I mean serious points where we're maybe like 8 to 10 kind of situation, ballpark. Might be 6, who knows, but I genuinely feel the way this kind of track suits our style. It's quick, it's nimble, the car's got the durability to last. It's just making sure that everything checks, like the tyres, the fuel management, getting the ERS well used accordingly. So we're qualifying in 8th place, so we're pretty pacey at the moment, I would say. We've definitely got good pace in the car. Whether that translates to race pace is a different matter. And then obviously for rivalry breakdown, we are ahead of Sergio Perez. It puts us to 7-5 at the moment. It's neck and neck at the moment. Definitely a lot to consider. And then a claim 40% at the moment, which is quite considerable now. Makes a big difference really. But Zandvoort in the Netherlands, or the Dutch Grand Prix, whatever you wish to call it, round 5. Starting in 8th place. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Looking, as we said, the weather report was starting dry initially for the race, and there was talk of rain, depending, I think it was all like time dependent, so we will see if that proves a factor. If the rain becomes a situation, will it be intermediates, or will it be the wets, or if the rain isn't heavy enough to consider a proper rain change, could be even just be on the mediums. And also, depending when we pit, could make all the difference as well for strategy and so forth, because you never know. We could pit too early we could end up on the wrong tyre, we pit too late, we could still find ourselves way behind because of a lack of grip. So it's going to be fun and games, I think, if we get the strategy kind of right here. It could be a real difference maker. But Bottas is pole with Vettel in second, then Leclerc and Hamilton kind of finishing off the second row. Verstappen, Sainz, then we're 7th. What's happened here? Let's see. Somebody had Albon has a 10 grid place penalty. So he must have had a gearbox situation. And then Kvyat. There's plenty of grid penalties kicking around, which is interesting to see. Could make all the difference for Correa with him getting a couple places extra on the grid as well for good measure. So definitely in a much stronger place for both of us regardless. Fuel, but hopefully we've nailed all the strategies down. We'll take it from there. Obviously fuel in the lot. So 5 lights and we're off, folks. Let's see how this one plays out in the Dutch Grand Prix. Looking forward to this. New circuit and everything. Another new circuit as it were in the calendar for this year. Oh, a bit of fighting argy-bargy with Hamilton, nearly Verstappen as well, but we've held off Verstappen there. Definitely a lot of argy-bargy early. That's suspecting that we have pace to keep up with the Mercedes. Maybe not, because they're completely just tearing away. Yeah, that's kind of... that went out the window quick. Anyways, just hold where we're at the moment, which is a good solid start. Anything else is a bonus. But yeah, Mercedes and Ferrari pulling away pretty comfortably, I would say at the moment. We get marginally back in it, but I don't really think that it's going to hold. I really don't. And I would imagine Verstappen will probably take us, because that Red Bull does have good pace in it. It's been very competitive. But we're using our ERS a lot more. Coming into lap 3, obviously all green, that time DRS now enabled. But yeah, we're trying to use the ERS a lot more. It's kind of, I think this is the type of track where we're going to have to use it to be competitive with everyone. But we'll see what happens though as the race progresses. Oh, see, it's tight. It's very easy to just about be mucking it up. But at the moment, we're definitely driving pretty steady. Obviously, we don't have DRS anymore because we're not within the 1 second of anyone. But as long as we keep consistent, we'll be fine. That's the way I'm generally looking at this just now. Keep steady, keep consistent. You never know. You just need one car in front. I wouldn't want a safety car situation. I wouldn't like that. I think that would kind of ruin me. But saying that, safety car situation here with the weather situation would make it very interesting. It actually would it benefit or hinder, because it depends when the safety car would happen, when the rain came, and if you're quick enough to get into the pits to go and change tyres, if you were on intermediates before everyone else kind of situation. But that's definite food for thought, but I don't think we'll get to that extreme. But anyways, we're just ploughing through the laps, getting ourselves comfortable now, I think, in where we're at in the grid, on the track as well. Obviously, I feel like we've just got to keep an eye on the equipment, because the equipment is still quite getting worn, like the MG UK and all that type of stuff. Wear and tear will play a factor. Tyres obviously we can monitor, and then obviously fuel, I think fuel is something we kind of need to watch. We want to burn through the fuel, but we want to pace it just enough, so if we're maybe on like lean for a bit as well, helps. So we, as I say, take our time and keep an eye on everything. So coming nearly to, well, pit straight even, sorry, now I am starting to see something that is slightly ominous. The rain. The rain has come. We haven't pitted yet, so we're probably pit strategy was lap 8. Now I would say we're going to have to pit now. Getting to the intermediates, I think that's what it's looking like, because the rain's starting to get a little bit heavier than normal. It's not a medium situation, this is an intermediate. Oh, yeah, it went yellow to green, so I'm hoping, is that, yeah, pit strategy, yep. So we've changed the intermediates. Lando's out the race, right, that's fine, so there's no safety car situation, that's fine. We will take that, but for us it's changing to intermediates, this pit, get out there, and hopefully we'll be fine. Obviously DRS is disabled, so it just kind of shows you that the rain is a lot heavier than what soft and medium or hard compound tyres can take, so we're going to have to really get this right. Everyone's pitting. We're coming in as well. My question is, where will we come out at? That, like, grid wise. So we're changing up to our intermediates. This will be fun and games, because Magnussen is still out there. Quite a few folk behind us are still out on it, so the AI just sticking to the same strategies that they had. Like, this is just going to, like, no offence to the guys that are on the soft compound, we're going to absolutely shred them. We're going to blitz them for time. Like, you can see right away on Magnussen, we are completely disintegrating his gap that he is in front, so he's literally got like no grip. His grip is so minimal compared to what we have, and it's genuinely just making it so easy. By the time we probably get to the end of this lap, we'll catch him. Like, by the time he's probably going to go in the pits, we'll be like past him and gone, and it'll be just a case of where do we then go from there. But at the moment, it's, yeah, see, we're practically behind Magnussen now. But the problem is I've just don't want to go too close to him, because then I can't, my vision will be obscured. So I've just got to watch here. Don't want to make a mistake. Vision's a little bit, we're fine. Vision was just a little bit obscured there, but a few folk going in the pits. Right, Hamilton and Leclerc went in a lap late, so that if we can get out ahead of them, we have, oh my word, we've actually took them both. Right, now things get interesting, and I mean interesting. Could we legitimately have a chance of a podium? Like, a long way to go still, but genuinely, could a podium actually now happen? Like, Leclerc and Hamilton, I think, got the wrong strategy, solely because obviously Bottas and Vettel would have pitted first, and Leclerc and Hamilton had to kind of go in after, so they basically went a lap after. So it's almost where it's been like a case of, because they've stayed out a lap longer, it's hampered them, and somebody like us who's went in early has benefited from it, basically, because we've been able to catch them up quick enough. But we keep an eye on what I'm noticing early is that, are we actually making small inroads into Bottas and Vettel, are we making inroads, like marginal inroads? I wouldn't say, like, we probably realistically need to be, say, minimum, what, like, I would say like a second, like at least a second to be like to have a half a chance. But if we can genuinely build a gap on Leclerc and Hamilton, I'll be happy with that. I just don't want to do anything sloppy, but I'll just kind of sit back, focus, and just try and let the game and my actions do the job for me. Right, things are now getting interesting. We are now in a situation where I genuinely thought 3 or 4 laps ago, if you'd said to me that this situation would arise, I would probably not. I've just got my head down, focused, and just let my driving kind of just focus here. But for us to now suddenly be up behind Vettel and Bottas with 4 laps to go in a very rainy Zandvoort, I am genuinely hoping. But the problem is, where do I overtake them? I don't know where. And this is the problem. I don't know the track well enough to kind of determine where I'm. Oh, that might be a chance. That might be a chance. We're going now. Shut the door on me. Where do I take them? Where would I even take them? They're not really presenting many opportunities. I could have maybe went round outside there. But nah, yeah, this is not a little pull away because of just. I get the feeling this is going to happen quite a bit between now and the end of the race. I get close, and then because I panic to not pull the trigger because obviously it's wet and your reaction times are so reduced, because obviously the braking distance, if you know your usual driving rules, that your braking distance is a lot longer in the wet. So I'm really not sure how this is going to play out. I'm really not sure. If the opportunity oh no, come on. If I get one, I feel if I can get Vettel, I can get Bottas. But if I don't get either, then no hard feelings. But this is, I'm using ERS as much as I can because we need all that extra juice. I've got to watch my ERS cut out there for a wee sec, that was a worry. But I've also then got to be worried about fuel. Jeez, I'm right up Vettel's backside here. That is a bit too close for comfort maybe. That was a bit close for comfort. This is starting to get pretty good. Right, where can I, oh come on. Try to go wide, not to be. Opportunity's got to present itself sooner or later, surely. I don't know where. But if I'm close enough behind him, Bottas almost feels like he's playing quite a defensive but well-paced drive, and Vettel just isn't being aggressive to take him. It's almost where I'll said almost twice there. It's almost like I've got to do the aggressor. I've got to create the opportunity, but I've got to be wary of all my equipment and the fuel and ERS and just my general driving ability. I've just got to get this right. Don't muck it up. Because if I bin it, that's it, we're beat. No matter luck, I'll knacker the front wing or something like I've done in a couple of the races. But this is genuinely. How on earth? Where am I going to take them? Is it. I know this pit straight would normally be where you would take them, but there's no DRS to work with. You've got to rely on ERS to brake. I think it's almost here. Oh no! I thought I was going to lose it there. Oh, that was probably giving them a little bit of a gap again. See, this is what's the problem. It's the first couple bends is where the opportunity is presenting itself. I'm starting to see that now. But I'm running out of laps. I've got one more lap after this to kind of try that opportunity. I'm not going to get it, am I? Can't see it. Come on. Don't give up, G. If the race win presents itself, you've got to take it. It's like win or bust almost situation. It's like doing an Albon. It's like, can you get down the outside or the inside and just take the. If I can get one, I think I can get. Because the problem is you've got to, your oh come on, G, you're right up Vettel's backside. You could have probably snuck round the outside there. Come on, that was poor. That was maybe a missed opportunity again. Come on. One lap. Bottas is starting to get a gap now. like marginal gap. We're running out of everything here. Fuel, ERS. Like fuel's going to be probably bleeding. Oh, come on. Come on, 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 come on. No, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is like end to end. Come on. Come on. Nope. Come on. I just need Vettel to just kind of make one mistake, present an opportunity, and he's just not, like, or not big enough where I'm taking advantage. Feels really, this is not good. Feels just enough. I'm going to have to go to standard for a bit, I think. I should have enough to last. I just don't want to run out all this effort for a podium, lose out in the final couple. Oh my god, we're actually running out of fuel. We're running out of fuel. This is not good. This aggression is maybe starting to backfire at the last couple bends. Come on. Just don't do anything silly, Graham. Don't do anything silly. It should be fine. Burning every last ounce of the DRS, but no matter. We will take third. Big missed opportunities there, I think. But my word. First podium. It took 5 races. Driver of the day, Danny Kvyat. Really? Really? Alright. Seeing that I did only got 4 places, but Mercedes, was that a missed opportunity? Like, let me know, folks, because I genuinely think I could have won that, because that, I kept cutting them up so much. They were so far in front, but we were gaining and gaining and gaining, but we just couldn't take them. Like, maybe it was a mix of everything from conditions to like no DRS, but that's a nice opportunity to be on the podium for my first time this season, hopefully the first of many. But what a race, what an absolute race that was, end to end stuff. Whew, that was just blown away. That's going to make inroads into everything. Like 15 points there when you need it. But unbelievable. Sergio Perez not in the mix, which is good, but Carrera had a good race end for him, when you think. Pretty steady performance from him, did well. Let's check the race director, let's see what we have on that. See what caused Lando to kind of retire. Mechanical failure and an interesting collision between the Haas. So I've got a wee media chat, let's just see what we get through that. Interesting, obviously we've got one question that because we've not upped our media skills. We'll have to get that sorted out shortly as well, so that way we can answer those type of questions, because sometimes those might be the answers that you want to say. I think in this situation I didn't want to, but we'll get ourselves relaxed and we'll get ourselves set for Catalonia next time. That'll be obviously our next focus. Catalonia's like a Marmite track for me. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad, but for me, whether we got lucky, I think because obviously Hamilton and Leclerc pitted and we were coming past when they weren't out yet, that played the big factor. That was the difference maker for us, because obviously when we went in the pits was when Vettel and Bottas went in, so we were kind of consistent. But all in all, rivalry breakdown is now what's that, 10-4, so, 12-7 sorry in total. So very nice, and good acclaim bonus up as well. But all in all, looking very good on all fronts. 224 for the money. Hopefully you enjoyed that, folks. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts of the race were. Smash links always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitch, Legend, and I'll catch you all later.